नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अत्र अभ्यासेषु अन्तिम उपभागः अस्ति। तत् कृत्वा अग्रे पाठं पठामः। अत्र किमस्ति? उदाहरणानुगुणम् आवरणे दत्तेषु उचितं तरबन्तं तमबन्तं तरप् अन्तं तमप् अन्तं वा पदं चित्वा रिक्तस्थानं पूरयत इति। अर्थात् सुलभमेव। अत्र तमप् अपि दत्तमस्ति, तरप् अपि दत्तमस्ति। तरप् तमप् रूपं तमं रूपं तत् दत्तमस्ति। हम्म? अत्र एकस्य तत्र स्वीकृतिः, तेन रिक्तस्थानस्य पूरणं। तत्र कष्टमिति नास्ति। अज गजयोः गजः स्थूलतरः। अज गजयोः इत्यत्र अजः अस्ति, गजः अस्ति। अजः गोट, गजः एलिफेंट। I don't know why Aja is named Aja. Aja actually means one that is not born. That means it didn't have a literal birth, or it was something eternally existing, something like that. But anyway, Aja Gajayoho Gajaha Stula Taraha. Why Tara? Because only two entities are being compared. Aja Gajayoho Dvivachane api asti. So Gajaha Stula Taraha Stulatamaha. So we have to, oh, I don't know why I highlighted Stulatamaha. I have to edit that. I'll not do it now, but Stulataraha is the choice. That is the highlight. Okay. All right. So ignoring my mistake in selecting the color, the answer is Stulataraha. So we will do some crowdsourcing. Few of you have unmuted. Narishu Shakuntala.
Sundaratama.
Sundaratama, because Narishu is Bahuvachane, Bahunam, Bahvinam, Narinam, Suchana, Tatra Narishu iti Shakuntala iti Eka. Tatra Sundaratama ityeva lekhaniyam asmabhihi. Pavitrasu Arundhati.
Shresthatama.
Shresthatama. Punaha. Atra you please be careful. Little confusion they try to introduce by twisting the order. Okay, there's a little bit they have done. They should do more of that. Anyway, so Shresthatama, very easy to select that. Nadishu Ganga. Same again. So far we have three Strilinga in Tamap. Sushama Sumatyoho Sushama. Krishatara, because only there are two ladies involved, Sushama and Sumati. So Sushama and Sumati, between these two, Sushama is slimmer. That's what Samskrita Bharati is telling us. We will believe that. Pandaveshu Yudhishthiraha. Gunavattamaha. Arguable, but we'll accept it. Gunavattamaha. Okay. अरविंद गंधि मार्गयोः गंधि मार्गः गांधी मार्गयोः क्षम्यताम् अरविंद गांधी मार्गयोः गांधी मार्गः Tamaha is incorrect. There are only two margas, so there is a very long looking word, but there is only Aravinda Marga and Gandhi Marga in that. Okay. So Gandhi Marga is supposed to be longer. I don't know which city, but that's fine. Every city has at least Gandhi Marga, if not Aravind Marga. So we will assume Tirgataraha Gandhi Marga. Kaka Mayurayoho Kakasya Swaraha. Karkashataraha. Tamaha would be amongst all the Pakshi. So, but here it is Kaka Mayura. Actually, it's a fair competition actually. Mayura, okay, slightly sweeter than Kaka, but it is actually louder. Kaka stands no competition if it comes to loudness with a Mayura. Mayura can be heard miles away, but Kaka can only be heard within some small footprint. But it is definitely Karkasha Tara that we will accept. Graheshu Buddha Bhumehe Tamaha, because there are more than there is more than one more planet, and Graheshu. So Grahaha Graheshu. Griha na graha. Graha is planet. Griha is house. So graheshu budaha bhumehe samipa taraha. Oh, samipa tamaha. I mean, graheshu. So multiple. One amongst many. Okay. Though we end up. All right. So actually, what is the distance of Venus? Okay. All right. Leave it. Parvateshu Himalayah
Unnatamaha.
Unnata Tamaha. Because Parvateshu. Sometimes the giveaway is in the Vibhakti itself, but amongst the many Parvatas, Himalaya is the tallest. Okay. I mean, here the entire range of Himalayas is being considered. Or you can kind of take in the Everest sense if you wish, but yeah. Uttama Tamaha. Unnata Tamaha.
Sir, in the previous sentence, actually, there's a factually wrong sentence. It's not Budh, it's Mangal.
No, Mangal orbital distance, no? Mangal.
It is to Bhumi, na? Bhumi se pass, not Mars, but it is Mangal which is closer.
Mangal is Mars. Mangal is Mars, Bhagini.
Between Mars and Venus.
Mangalyan, Mars.
Oh, sorry, Shukra.
Shukra.
Here it is.
Shukra is Venus. Yeah, that's what I was arguing, whether it is Shukra
Venus,
because.
it should have been Venus, actually.
No,
I think it should have been.
It is Tara or Tama only, no, sir. So.
No, but Grahe Shukila.
Between all the grahas.
So, Samipa Tamaha Nasti iti Bhagini Vadanti asti. Atra, the competition is between Buddha and Shukra. Okay. So, Shukra potentially is closer, I think, but we will check that. What is the astronomical unit distance when the orbits are closest? We should check.
Samskrita Bharati is taking Buddha only nearest.
Yeah, but usually that is the target of our planetary excursion because Buddha is accessible. It doesn't have a forbidding temperature like Venus. Anyway, leave it.
It may be that, right? Maybe to confuse us also.
No, but at least here, like someone said, there is no choice, so stick with Tamaya. Believe that Buddha is closest. That's it. We cannot cancel Buddha and put some Shukra or something. Leave it. Parvateshu Himalaya Unnatama Aitu. Phaleshu Amram Maduratamam. Okay. I don't know if everybody here agrees, but that is the choice available. Okay. Tula. Okay. Tulashmanoho Tulaha Lagutaraha. Okay, because there are comparison between Ashma and Tula. Tula is actually cotton. They have written here Tulaha. Okay. Tulaha, cotton. Okay. Then Ashma Shabda. Ashmanniti pratipadikam nakarantam ashma iti prathama ekavachane ashmanoho iti shashti dvivachane tula ityapi asti iti dvivachane tatra tulashmanoho iti. If it is just ashmanoho, then it will be 2 stones. Tulashmanoho tulaha lagu taraha. Okay, so that is the thing. Actually, for the same weight of both, they're not true. But anyway, we should assume a similar volume for now, I guess.
Density maybe.
Density also, correct. There are stones today lighter than cotton, but that is all in the lab. Umesha Dinesha Sandipeshu Dinesha Patutamaha. Very good. Important. Look for the number of elements involved. So Saptami Bahuvachana is a giveaway. Umesha is involved, Dinesha is involved, Sandeep is involved. So Patutamaha. Simha Vyagra Chitrakeshu Vyagraha Kruratamaha. Okay. So Simha Vyagraha Chitrakaha. Chitrakaha is basically a cheetah type.
Cheetah or leopard.
Leopard, maybe spotted leopard. Yeah, maybe leopard.
No, I think it's a giraffe.
No. Why would they compare giraffe to lion, Bhagini?
It's a spotted one, that much I know.
Yeah, Chitrakaha, but probably Rudi Artha is applied to
Chitroshtaha.
It must be cheetah only.
Chitroshtraha. Varya is correct. Varya has involved himself. Rudi for giraffe is Chitroshtraha. Chitroshtraha. Ushtraha is camel. Chitroshtraha is spotted camel, which is giraffe. Yeah. I mean, what I meant is spotted camel is not there. It is giraffe. Actually, there is a huge species distance between giraffe and a camel, but it's okay. For Sanskrit level, we will take it. Okay, so that is Kruratamaha. Yudhishthira Bhimarjuneshu Bhimaha
Balavattamaha.
Balavattamaha. I mean, Bhujabale Balavattamaha. Yudhishthira Bhimarjuneshu Bhimaha Balavattamaha. Because there are three entities involved. All these are Kunti Putras. आफ्रिका इत्येव पठनीयं मया आफ्रिकामेरिकराष्ट्रयोः अमेरिकाराष्ट्रं भारतदेशात् दूरतरं राष्ट्रम् इति नपुंसके. ओके, प्रायः द्विलिङ्गकं स्यात् पदमिदं. राष्ट्रः राष्ट्रम् इति अपि प्रयोगः अत्र नपुंसके स्वीकृतमस्ति. दूरतरम्. अस्तु. खगेषु पिकस्य स्वरः दुरतमः. So, but there are actually more beautiful sounding birds, but we will take it in Indian context. Khageshu pikasya swaraha maduratamah. Madhura. Pika is this thing. Koel. Vasantakale samprapte kakah pikah. When the time for exam comes, we can distinguish the good one from the bad one. Like
Owls.
that.
Owls and the peacocks.
No.
Owls are those who study late.
Crows and peacocks. Oh, you are referring to exam. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes,
Peacocks are
Bhagi.
enjoying dancing away.
Yes.
And owls
Owls are putting spectacles and studying. Correct. Night owls.
This
Okay.
is Madhura Tara or Tamaha. Because
Khageshu Varya. Khageshu, amongst the birds. Khagaha, Khageshu.
Birds. Birds.
All right. I think some understanding we have. Let's move to quickly learn the Subhashitas. Subhashitani. Subhashitadvayam diyate iti manya pratyekasmin kathaya pathe. Sujano nayati vikritim parahita nirato vinasha kalepi chedepi chandanataruhu surabhayati mukham kutharasya. Sujano nayati vikritim parahita nirato vinasha kalepi chede api chandanataruhu surabhayati mukham kutharasya. Upama is more beautiful than the example. I like the Upama more than the other one, but it's okay. Sujanaha, a gentle. Sujanaha, Sujano, Utvam, Visargasya Utvam. Atra Visargasya reversal to Sakara, then U and then Guna. All that is there. Okay. So there is a whole prakriya involved in coming from Sujanaha to Sujano. Okay, but in the end we call it Visargasya Utvam is the identifying factor. Okay, Na Yati. So a good person, okay, doesn't beget. Okay, doesn't go into that sense also is there, but here beget is the better translation. Vikritim, a vikara. Vikara means a distortion. That means he doesn't go in a distorted path than the planned path. That is why Vikriti is called. Okay. Sukriti means good deed. Vikriti means bad deed. Yes, Varya?
There was a word which we did yesterday in the class.
Can we just finish the Subhashita? Some other students are screaming at me saying that you are permitting too much of interruption and that is disturbing our understanding. I kindly request, let us at least reach some phase where these questions become relevant. Not like I'm saying go to the next slide and start asking question about the previous slide, but let me finish the sloka at least.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
Just to note down on a book, in your scrapbook, what you need to ask. So, Sujano Nayati Vikritim Parahita Nirataha. So again, visargasya utvam, parahita nirataha. So there are three components here. Paresham hitam parahitam, parahite nirataha. So one is shashti tatpurusha, another is saptami tatpurusha. Parahite nirataha, parahita nirataha. So what is this parahita nirataha? One who is engaged. Nirataha means engaged. Parahite, in the good of others. So one who is engaged in the good of others. Parahita nirataha. Okay, one single word for one who is engaged in the welfare of another or others, like that. Okay, all right. Vinasha kale api. Here there is a prakriti bhava, I think. Okay, so vinasha kale api. Sometime earlier, I may have misquoted this as Purva Rupa. Actually, Purva Rupa, not Prakriti Bhava. Sometimes I confuse naming things between Purva Rupa and Prakriti Bhava. This one is, Prakriti Bhava is when you don't do Guna and Yarna, etc. When the R and all appears in the top side. This one is in the bottom half of our Swarasandhi. So when in the presence of a Akara, the Akara is shown elided. Okay. So that's the difference. Purva Rupa. So Vinasha Kale Api. So even in the times of severe distress or destruction. Okay. So that means he doesn't mind what you call threats to his own life when he is trying to help another. Okay, that's the general sense. Very rare entity. I want to search for this Sujana. Chede api Chandana taru. Today, instead of Sujanas who are Vinasha Kale api Vikritim Nayati, has become Durjana. Sad. The Vishbhashita has turned on its head. What you call this self-immolating madcaps. Chede api chandana taruhu surabhayati mukham kutharasya. Chede api, even when in split. That means chede. I mean, actually, when it is being split is the sense. Okay. Chede means in the split. So it means when it is in the state of being split. Chede api. Okay. Chedane kind of thing, you can take it in that sense. Chede api chandana taruhu, the tree of sandal, as you know, sandal tree, you can see beautiful Sri Krishna. Okay, Balakrishna. So Chandana Taruhu, Surabhayati is a Sanadi path, I think. Okay, Surabhayati. So one who makes another smell good. Okay, so Surabhayati. Mukham kutharasya. Kuthara means axe. Of the axe, the face, which means the cutting face, okay, it makes it smell good even when it is being threatened with cutting, especially when it is being cut also. Okay, Chandana Tarho. So it's a kind of Upama itself is better than the first statement over there. It was so hard to find those people. But if you take Vinashakala not in a deep sense, Kashtakala, if you take, it's probably you get more lot of Sujanas. Very few of us have shown any inclination that when absolute Vinashakala comes, very few, some brave soldiers are these Sujanas. Okay, and some brave citizens also. There are many who are awarded now and then. Sujanah na yati vikritim parahita nirataha vinashakale api chede api. So chede api also has the same thing. Okay. Akara elision. Chandana taruhu surabhayati mukham kutharasya. Bagini, you can ask your question now.
Yes, sir, thank you. We read yesterday one Subhashita, not the Subha, the question answers. Usme parakrut nikrutim tha, and this is vikrutim. So what is the difference? Like,
Ni means other. V means I mean against. I mean V is in the sense of opposition. Okay. And ni in the sense of inferior. So they kind of, in this case, take a similar directional meaning. Sudhir Mondal, I'll mute you. Oh, please continue. Yeah.
Because yesterday the meaning was like parakrut means अपमान, किसी अपमान करते हैं. हाँ. And यहाँ पे you said it's like not veering
See,
from
yeah,
the path.
Nikriti, somebody else only can put you down. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe Nikriti fits better than Vikriti. Vikriti is a deviation. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So maybe slightly better fitting Vikriti than Nikriti. I mean, you cannot always conclude that there are complete paryayas. Slight vector difference is there in direction.
Thank you, sir.
But we always doesn't take that sense. I mean, Vishesha means special. Shesha means what remains, and V is like opposite of what remains, and where is Vishesha? I mean, yeah, leave it actually. V as a sound doesn't always take the same meaning. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Anvayah. Parahita nirataha sujanaha. So parahita nirataha is a pratama ekavachana. So combine it with sujanaha. That's what I have done the vibhakti identification. This is the next step. When you do padavibhaga, this codification becomes critical. Okay, zero means avyaya, and others are, of course, wherever I have lat, etc., lat, lang, etc., tingantas. Others are normally, there is one tinganta, so you need to identify. That's why I used orange even. So pratama purusha ekavachane latlakare yati iti. Perhaps dhatu also can be identified, but that's okay. Okay, then others are all put in the vibhakti place. This effort, if you do, this is very straightforward. Okay, so that typically kavis don't cross sentences across halves. So one, and anyway we find yati and then surabhayati. So we have two tingantas. So two sentences. So first is one sentence, next is another sentence. Very straightforward. So parahitaha sujanaha vinashakale api vikritim nayati. Usually na is taken along with kriya because it's negating the action. Okay. All right. So the second half goes chede api. Okay, chede, and in bracket is chedana karye samlagnaha api. That sense. Okay, chedana karye samlagna api. Chede api chandana taruhu kutarasya mukam surabhayati. Chandana taruhu, the karta they have taken first, and then chede api saptami, and then kutarasya mukam surabhayati. See. So I do have some effort here. Surabhayati is explained. Surabhim karoti. Surabhayati. Namadatuhu. Kyash. One of the Sanadi pratyas called Kyash, perhaps. I have also not too sure. I put a question mark. But anyway. So I don't think we will benefit much from knowing that because we are not, unless we enter Panini in the grammar. So Surabhay, good enough for us to know the final form. Surabhim karoti, Surabhayati. And then paresham hitam parahite nirataha. I just put hite nirataha to shorten the length. Okay, parahite nirataha. Paresham hitam parahitam parahite nirataha parahita nirataha. I should write it in a proper way. This won't fetch you marks in the exam the way I've written, but enough hints are there to know what to write next. And then write this. Shashti tat purushaha, saptami tat purushaha. Sushtu janaha, sujanaha, su upasarga yuktam. I mean, the varnana for su is sushtu. Okay. Then vinashasya kalaha, vinashakalaha, tasmin vinashakale. Very straightforward, Shashti Tat Purusha. So everywhere opportunities for us to test our samasa knowledge. Chandanaha iti taruhu, chandana taruhu. Okay. Sambhavana purvapada karmadhareha. Just now we learned. So sometimes Samskrita Bharati, they set the Subhashita with some words that have been kind of taught recently so that we can test our knowledge. That's why this effort is good to do. So Surabhim Karoti, we already saw. So let us, at last they have given up on English. They have just, this is how I would approach this thing in exam. Okay. Parahita nirataha, paropakare magnaha, sujanaha, satpurushaha, vinas. They have taken the Anvaya Vakya and given some, for not everywhere, where possible, they have given some alternate. So let's read the alternate only. Paropakare magnaha, satpurushaha, नाश समये अपि विकारं न प्राप्नोति यथा we can add in our mind. Chandana vrikshaha chedane krite api. Chedane krite api. Okay. Chedanam krite api, chedane krite api. Okay, maybe Visheshya sense they have taken. Kutharasya parashoho. Oh, Parashuhu is the other name. Parashuramaha, if you remember, Kuthara Ramaha, axe Ram. Ram with an axe. So, Parashoho mukham is agrabagam sugandha yuktam karoti surabhayati. Nice. Tatparyam varpatamaha ekavaram. लोके तावत् मनुष्यस्य एषः स्वभावः यत् यदा सः स्वयं कष्टम् अनुभवति आपद्ग्रस्तः वा भवति मीन व्हेन ही इज फेसिंग आपत्ति और थ्रेट तदा सः कुपितः भवेत् दुःखितो वा भवेत् okay they have taken a better sense of it. Okay, Vikriti they have taken as Chitta Vikriti as in Yoga Shastra. So if you take Chitta Vikriti, then it is not like goes in and does a bad act or withdraws from a good act. You can take that meaning. Here, he stays steady in his mind. That's the sense. Of course, the effect of that will be good work continues. Okay, but this is it's little better. So, tada saha kupitaha bhavet dukkito va bhavet. That is called Vikriti sthiti instead of Shanta sthiti. Kintu satpurushanam svabhavah na tadrishaha. ते सर्वदा परोपकारे एव निरताः सन्तः स्वस्य नाशसमये अपि कमपि विकारं न प्राप्नुवन्ति मीन् कुपिताः न भवन्ति दुःखिताः वा न भवन्ति पलायनं न कुर्वन्ति इत्यपि तत् कथमिति कविः एकेन उदाहरणेन दर्शयति. ओके. So here again, this is kind of called Drishtanta Alankara or something rather than Upama. It's all sub variety of Upama only. Because there is no Yatha, Tatha or Yatha, or one word Yatha, something like that. So in the absence of such things, sometimes when there is a whole Ukti, which kind of belongs as a standalone, we kind of call it Drishtanta or Alankara or something like that. I think they have not explained what Alankara. It's good if now and then they put that because eventually Alankaras are going to be taught. So it would have been good a priori to put a note about that. Maybe it's something that we teachers are supposed to do. Maybe I should put the effort to add that detail. Okay. Yatha Chandana vrikshah chedana samaye api sahajagunam sugandham na jahati. Doesn't give up. Jahati doesn't give. Na jahati doesn't give up. Jahati gives up. Okay. Juhu tyage, something like that. Okay. Tyajati. Apicha chedanartam upayuktam kutharam api sugandha yuktam karoti. That axe which has been put for cutting is also made into sweet smelling, pleasant smelling. Tathaiva sajjanaha nasha samaye api paropakara buddhim na parityajanti. We'll keep looking for these people. Okay. So any questions for this Subhashita?
So what is Nirataha?
Nirataha. Nirata means Rataha means one who is completely embedded in some act. Nirataha means he is down to
Like
his brass tacks
engrossed,
doing
sir?
on something. Engrossed is a good word. Yes.
Nirataha means withdrawn from?
No. Viragaha, virataha, that was V is used in that sense, probably. Nirataha is one who is down in the dumps, engaged in that act. Not dumps in the sense of negative way, deeply into the act.
Or totally engaged.
Totally engaged. Engrossed is a good word, what Bhagini gave us. Any other questions?
Sir, one question, please.
Sir,
Sujanaho, Protham Purush, Protham Purush.
Pratama Purusha. Sujanaha iti Pratama Purushe.
Protham Purusha Ekvachana.
No. Prathama Purushe Ekavachanam. Sujanaha iti. Sujanaha, Sujanau, Sujanaha. Rama Shabdavatteva.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And this Vikritam, how does it fit into this?
Vikriti, the deviation of the mind, status of the mind. Chitta Vikriti. That's how they have taken in the Tatparya. Kupitaha va dukkitaha va bhavet, like they have taken. So the mind becomes angry or sad and takes a different path. Whenever our mind is disturbed, our intended goal is lost. They have gone to the origins of the effect.
Tamil Vigriti Kata, they will tell for the children.
Maybe.
Jono no yati bhikti.
Okay, so we will, I think no more questions. I'll mute everyone.
One more, sir. What is the difference between sushtu? You've written here sushtu and this other word sushtu. Are they same?
Oh, but I may have a spelling error. I need to check.
Both are there. Both are there. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, if you know both are there, what is the meaning given in the dictionary for sushtu, you see? Whether it is just equivalent, then fine. Two sounds are there. That's all.
Sushtu, in this case, what you have written.
Sushtu means well sense, well.
Yeah, it means highly praised.
Samyak sense. Samyak.
In this dictionary, it's written highly praised or celebrated. The one which you have written. And the other one is like samyak.
Okay. Maybe I should have deployed Thakara, Mahaprana Thakara.
No, that's because you use
Yeah. I think my intent was Mahaprana Thakara. Okay. My intent was that. Sorry, if I do any edit now, you will lose the screen, so I will not do that. Okay, I'll try to remember to do it later. Good. Okay, we'll move forward. Oh, I lost the mute control. Okay, 1 minute. Mute all. Yes. Okay. Sahitya Sangita Kalavihinaha Sakshat Pashuhu Puchha Vishana Hinaha Trinamna Khadannapi Jivamanaha Tad Bhagadheyam Paramam Pashunam. I don't know what type of alankara this is, but it's a nice alankara. Okay. Sahitya Sangita Kalavihinaha. Sahitya Vihinaha, Sangita Vihinaha, Kala Vihinaha. That's how we should take this dvandva, which should individually compound it with Vihina mentally. Okay. I mean, you can always go in the order Sahityam cha Sangeetam cha Kala cha Sahitya Sangeeta Kala Sahitya Sangeeta Kalasu Vihinaha. Okay, Sahitya Sangeeta Kala Vihinaha. Like that we can go. I think I have done that. Okay, I have taken Abhihi Vihinaha Karmadarayaha. No. It's not a Karmadaraya. There is an error there. It is from them. Okay. So all you can even take Saptami sense, Tasu Vihinaha, but definitely not Karmadaraya. There is a mistake. Leave it.
Itaretara dvandva.
Itaretara dvandva is clear that I have written dvandva, but the second association with Vihina Shabda is not a Karmadaraya. That is definitely a mistake.
Without?
Because that when you add Vihinaha, the rest of that is the Visheshana for Vihina. So then it becomes Karmatarya.
Okay. But you can say in those he is Vihina. Okay. So one who is less in those. So you can take other Tatpurushas potentially. That's all I was thinking.
You have written over here, sir, something. Tatpurush, I don't know. What have you written? Vihin ke aage likha hai. Tabhi Vihina. Down, sir, down.
That's what I have written it as Karmadaraya, which is mistake. I think here the
it's
Vibhakti.
Third, I think it's third Vibhakti, sir, without.
Correct. Because sam ena vihinaha tritiya tatpurushavat shruyate. Astu. Yeah. So let us first analyze the meaning first. Sahitya Sangeeta Kalavihinaha yaha, one who is bereft of these talents of knowledge of literature, knowledge of music, knowledge of other talents, kalas, 64 Shodasha Kalaha Santi. So one who is bereft of those. Okay. Sakshat Pashuhu, he is like a animal. He is like an animal. Pashu, don't we have to take it as a cow, you have to take it as a generic animal. He's literally like an animal, but he is without a tail and without a Vishana means the headgear. What do you call that? Horns. Yeah. So hornless, tailless cow. okay, or a bull. You can take in that sense. Okay, you could. Because Pucha and Vishana is being referred, maybe we'll take it as a male bull like that. Okay, so Sahitya Kala, Sangita Kalavinaha is literally like a bull shorn of its horn and tail. Trinamna Khadannapi Jivamanaha. He is living without eating grass. Okay, Api is not giving great value there, but yeah. Trinamna Kadannapi Jivamanaha Asti Saha Sahitya Sangita Kalavihinah Jivamanaha Shanach. Correct. He is leaving, he is a person living that way. So Trinamna Kadan is Shatranta, Jivamanaha is Shanajanta. Trinanna Kadan Jivamanaha Saha Sahitya Kala Vihinaha Asti. Stop there. Tad Bhagadeyam Paramam Pashunam as a eventual ukti there. This indeed is the graceful benefit of, ultimate benefit of animals or cows and bulls. So he is like an animal without tail or horn. At least he is living without eating the grass, which is the very food of all these pashus. So it is lucky for them that he doesn't also eat grass. It's kind of cutting remark here. Okay. So yeah. Sahitya Sangita Kalavihinah Sakshat Pashuhu Pucha Vishanahinaha Trinam na Kadannapi Jivamanaha Ityatra Jivati Iti. Like that we have to take that sense. Jivati Iti Tad Ityanena Suchitam Bhavati. Paramam Bagadeyam Pashunam Paramam Bagadeyam Tadeva Iti. Tat Ityasya Tadeva Iti Swikartavyam. Okay. So let us see their Anvaya. It is important.
Together, could you give me the gist of the
see, the person, the human person who is bereft of any talent, okay, is like a animal bereft of tail and horns. Okay. Tail and horns are kind of upamatar, some equivalent to talent and things like that. Okay, roughly. If you want to take that, you don't have to take it. But they are like, because a human being doesn't have a tail and a horn or a pair of horns, he is a Pucha Vishana Hinaha anyway, but he is like a Pucha Vishana Hina Pashuhu. He is like a bull bereft of tail and horns. What is lucky? What is lucky? You can take for Bhagadeyam. What is lucky for these cows and bulls is that this fella is living without eating their food, which is the trina, which is the grass. Is it okay, Bhagini?
Thank you.
Okay. I think that's the whole meaning. Okay. Sahitya Sangita Kalavihinaha Naraha. Okay. Purushaha Naraha. Pucha Vishanahinaha Sakshat Pashuhu Eva. They have added Eva for effect. Stop. Okay. Trinamna Khadannapi Jivamanaha Itiyat. See, they have added Itiyat to connect. Itiyat. Tat Pashunam Paramam Bhagadeyam. So they have taken a yattat pairing link between this part and this part instead of a full stop, which is better. So Trinamna Kadannapi Vijimavamanaha iti yat. वो घास को नहीं खाते भी जीवन करता है, ये बात तो पशुओं का अति सुखदायी भाग्य है. Like that. My Hindi is very limited. Yeah. Sahityam mistake. There is a extra anuswara there. So another way is Sahitya Sangita Kalavihinaha Yaha Saha Sakshat Puchavihi Vishanahinaha Pashuhu Eva Asti Tadrishaha Saha Trinamna Kadannapi Jivamanaha Asti Iti Pashunam Paramam Bhagadeyam Kila. Like that you can also include. So there are many ways to come with the Anvaya Vakya. I just showed. It's like, you can try a couple of ways. As long as the overall import of the meaning is brought out by using these inferences to complete the what you call compressed way in which Kavis put it in shlokas. Okay. So, yeah. So Sahitya Sangita Kala Vihinaha Kavya Sangita Shilpajna. Oh, Kala is taken as Shilpajnana. Okay. That is a little bit of specific extract here. But I guess it's nice because if Sangita is also a Kala, Sahitya knowledge is also a type of Kala. So what will I interpret Kala as the rest or as one of the more popular map, which is Shilpajnana? I mean, Shilpitvam. Okay, that one. Ability to carve and create. Okay. So Kavya Sangita Shilpajnanena Rahitaha. Puccha Vishanahinaha Artat Naraha Manushyaha Langula Shringabhyam Rahitaha. See the parallel words how they extract. Puchcham, Langulam, Puchchaha iti manye, Langulam. Okay. Vishanam, Shringabhyam. Okay. Shringam iti syat. रामेण रामाभ्याम रामैः तत्वदेव नपुंसके अपि तो न जानामि साक्षात् पशुः एव they just didn't have anything further to add एव they add तृणं न खादन्नपि तृणं न भक्षयन्नपि जीवमानः सह जीवति इति यत् तत् पशूनां परमं महत् भागधेयं परमं stands for महत्.
So langul is tail, sir. Pucha.
Langula is tail. Pucha. Somewhere else, Langula came actually.
Langulam is horns.
Shringa is horn. Shringa is horn. Langula is tail.
Tail. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No problem. These are all new words. It's time for us to learn them. When we read like this, we connect a few. Shringa we know. Shringi, all those things are there in our stotras. Langula is not an easy word. Langula. Maybe it is because tail aids in jumping for monkeys. It is a balancing organ for langhanam. So somewhere the derivative is langhane sahayam karoti iti langulam iti syat vyutpati. Okay? Yeah.
There are Sundarakandam, Langulam word comes very, very often, sir.
Because of Hanuman.
Hanuman, yes.
Maybe he is called Langoli, one with the tail. Tatparyam. Gadyatmakam, Padyatmakam cha kavyam, Vichara pradhanam shastram cha sahitya sabdena vivakshitam. Don't struggle if, don't need to go explaining sahitya shabda. You what you can say, samanyataya janaha kinchitva भाषाज्ञानं साहित्यज्ञानं स्थापयन्ति इति पर्याप्तं. साहित्येन ज्ञानम् अभिवर्धते, संगीतेन शिल्पेन कलया च आत्मसन्तोषः भवति, अन्येषामपि सन्तोषः भवति इफ यू सिंग वेल. येषु त्रिषु एकस्य वा ज्ञानं मानवस्य आवश्यकं. He should be talented in one way or the other. एकस्मिन्नपि विषये यस्य उत्साहः न भवति, one who is not having any inclination to have knowledge in one direction, saha pashuhu eva, he is living like an animal. Pashoho puchcham shringe cha bhavanti. So for a cow there will be a tail and couple of horns. Dvivachana shringe cha bhavanti. Bhavanti because three of them. Etasya manushyaस्य tu tani na santi ityeva bhedah. The only difference is he doesn't have these ornaments. Aparo api, aparaha api bedah asti yat yeshah trinam na kadati. Pashavah tu kadanti eva trinam. Kintu etat pashunam paramam bhagyameva. Anyatha pashunam trinam eva durlabham syat. This is a nice last sentence. Today that's the problem, no? Human beings are consuming so much that there is nothing left for other living things.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, they are eating other living things also. Yeah, please.
Sir, what is the meaning of this? Vichara pradhanam shastram cha sahitya shabdena.
Vichara pradhanam andre, I mean, vichara means tarka. I mean, when we pursue sahitya, there is a lot of logical analysis, knowledge gathering. So it is taking intellectual power. It is not like reading James Hadley Chase.
Okay.
You saw the difference
that sentence, what does
between
it mean,
reading a proper novel versus James Hadley Chase is the vicharatmaka disha.
That whole sentence, what is the meaning, sir? Vichara pradhanam shastram sa sahitya sabdena vivakshitam.
I mean, this whole sentence, what they are writing here is this not there in the Subhashita. Sahitya word is there in the Subhashita. So what they are doing is giving a whole treatise and what is Sahitya and all that. It's a little bit overloaded here, Tatparya. Okay. So Sahitya's definition itself they have given Gadyatmakam, Padyatmakam cha kavyam, Vichara Pradhanam Shastram cha Sahitya Shabdena Vivakshitam. This is good for Lakshana Katana of Sahitya Shabda. Okay. It's a little, like I told, it is useful to read, but to remember and write in the exam is difficult. So I said, you don't need to supply this in the exam, but it's there.
Vivakshitam is?
Vivaksha means discernment. Okay. Vivakshitam, it is discerned by the Sahitya Shabda. Not anything can be called Sahitya. Like I told, James Hadley Chase cannot be called Sahitya, even in English world. Okay. It is like a trash. We call them trash novels and things like that. There are even for more trash. If I'm offending someone who thinks James Hadley Chase is great, sorry. It's always relative. Okay. So trash versus useful things. Yeah.
विवक्षितम् इत्युक्ते विवेकम् अस्ति वा?
Vivaksha, Vivekah, yes. Vivaksha is a strilinga. Vivakshitam, it is indicated sense comes. Okay.
Defined.
Is discerned, defined, is defined in a unique way, like that.
Or it exercises the mind, Vivek.
No. There's nothing about, this is just, this word discerns that. Okay. It is not trying to say Sahitya perusal will give Vivaksha. That also is true, but that is not the use of Vivaksha here. Okay. Yeah. So, Sahityena Jnanam Abhivartate, Sangeetena Shilpena Kalaya cha Atma Santoshah Bhavati, Yeshu Trishu Ekasya va Jnanam Manavasya Avashyakam. Okay, I think we read that. So, we will leave that.
Sir, why have they chosen Shilpa? Because in those days, there was no writing, only the stony dicks, etc. That's why. Is that a reason why they've chosen Shilpa? Because
where you are going from where? Who said there was no writing? How come they only wrote on the stone and not on other mediums?
No, I'm talking when this must have probably occurred, would have been...
Illama, Kala here, because Sahitya, Sangeeta and Kala triad is included. Kala itself embeds as a generic Kala, it embeds Sangeeta and Sahitya, etc. So Kala must have been, then they interpret this in the sense of what is next, maybe Shilpa Kala. Like that they have taken. They have taken Shilpa Kala instead of other Kalas. That's all.
Oh, it's an example, you mean?
Yeah. They have taken Shilpa Kala as the specific extract. It is your Vivaksha. It's your discernment.
Okay.
They have discerned it as Shilpa Kala. You can take it as Shodasha Kala.
Okay.
Shodasha, whatever.
Shodash. No, 64.
64. So Chatushashti. There is also some Shodasha Kala. I don't know what is that. That is time element. Shodasha Kalaha iti dine Shodasha Kalaha. That is different. Don't confuse it. Kala Shabda is used for also time, a period of time. Kala Shabda, Kala Shabda, both are there. Okay. Anyway, leave that deviation now. Okay, let's move forward. Kavya Katha. Okay. So, for lack of time, I will skip student reading. I'll quickly go through. Okay. So here, let me slowly read it. Only when you face a difficult word, you please, underline or note down yourself, and then we will come back to them. Okay, let us see if I really need to go into explanation. Let us read it like normal students do. Kavya Katha. Yada, although we are continuing that, Shiva Parvati, Kumara, this thing. So, Yada Ishvaraha Manmatham Dagdavan, Tada Parvati Khinna Tataha Pratinivrittavati. So, she became sad, Khinna Abhavat. She left that place. She returned from there. Okay. Sa Swakiyam Bahya Saundaryam Ninditavati. She thought her external beauty is waste, so she started blaming her own beauty, saying I am ugly, like that. This happens. Tataha tapashaktya ishvaraha aradhaniyah iti sankalpitavati. So then said, okay, if my beauty is not able to win over him, maybe because he seems to be always loving to do this tapa, let me also become a tapaswini and develop that shakti and become kind of attractive to him. So tatah tapashaktya ishvaraha aradhaniyaha, he should be prayed to. So she took the resolution. Sankalpa is resolution. Okay, tapah kartum aranyam gantum nischitavati. Very easy. She decided to go to a forest. Imam drishtva. See, imam. Etam. Etam drishtva. Mata Mena Devi uktavati. Mena Devi uktavati. She told, Bale, he Bale, Sambodhana Pratama, Kathoram tapascharanam kva. What is this act of you, delicate darling, doing very difficult tapakriya? Okay. Tava idam komalam shariram kva. Where is this very difficult austere practice and where is your body? See this expression? It kind of, we use it even today in all languages. Where is that act and where are you? Where is your capability? Like that. Okay. It means they are diametrically opposite. That is the rhetorical kind of pairing of questions. This is a beautiful language style. Katoram tapascharanam kva, tava idam komalam shariram kva. Kva is paryaya for kutra. Okay. Tapah kartum bahu dushkaram. Very difficult. Mastu prayatnaha. Don't go there. Kintu sthira nischayam manaha. Okay, this is napumsakasi manaha, nischayam manaha. Kintu sthira nischayam manaha nimnabhimukam jalam cha pratinivartayitum kahava shaktaha. Another beautiful statement we are saying. But Kavi is telling this to us. I mean, obviously in original Kumar Sambhavam also the same similar line will be there from the Kavya. Kintu sthira nischayam manaha. The mind that is stubbornly set. Stubborn may not be an accurate word, but let us take that. Stubbornly set, strongly set upon something. Nimnabhibukham jalam, and the water that is already headed in the downward path. Cha pratinivartayitum, to turn that around. Kahava shaktaha, who is capable? So Kavi is rhetorically using a kavya to tell the stupidity of Mena Devi trying this. I mean, stupidity in the sense of futility, maybe is better word. Futility. See, we should be very careful in using words to convey the right moods. Futility of Mena Devi trying to distract Parvati from tapascharana. Parvati Janakasya Anumatim Labdva. Janakaha is not Sita Pita, Sitayaha Pita. Here it is this thing, Parvata Raja. Okay? Janakasya Anumatim Labdva. Obtaining his permission. Tapaha Acharitum Gauri Shikaram Gatavati. So she headed to another place called Gauri Shikhara. Would love to know where this is. Tatra Rajakulochitani Bhushanani Parityajya Valkalam Drutavati. She gave up all her silken clothes, which she had gone with to attract Shiva. And Valkala is not necessarily directly bark. Certain barks generate fiber, very good fiber. And the Valkalam can be taken in the sense of the rough cloth made from tree bark fiber. Okay. In fact, some bark fibers can produce very fine clothes also. Or some fibers generally. Cotton is a brilliant fiber that way. Okay. All right. Drutavati. Tapo niratam tam drashtum aneke rishayah samagatavantaha. So she became famous. So rishis came there. Oh, who is this young girl doing such a austere practice? Where will our dharma go if she is doing better than us? No, that is my opinion, not the rishis opinion. Anyway, dharma vriddhanam vishaye vayah na pariganyate kila. Again, Kavi is stating. You can almost imagine Kalidasa's verses with a lot of upama and other alankaras. So, dharma vriddhanam vishaye. Though she is a bala, she is a dharma vriddha in this case. Okay. So, for such elders in dharmic activity, in their matter, what is age? It's not counted, isn't it? Parvati Grishma Kale Panchanam Agninam Madhye Tapah Kritavati. So in the very harsh time, Grishma Kala, of 5 fires, she stood amidst 5 fires. So I dread to even imagine this tapa. So she stood among 5 fires. I think 5 fireplaces she creates around herself and does the tapa. Bah. वृष्टिकाले शिलातले स्थित्वा वृष्टिविद्युतोः मध्ये एव तपः आचरितवती. So in rainy season, she stood on cold stone, okay, and in the midst of rain and thunder, I mean thunder in the sense of lightning, she conducted her tapa. Okay, शीतकाले अहोरात्रं जलमध्ये एव स्थित्वा निराहारा तपः अनुष्ठितवती. Ababa. In the winter, she stood in the midst of water and without food, she continued her prayers. Prathamam phalani khadati sma. First, she used to eat fruits. Is there a question?
Ahoratram.
Ahaha means day, ratram means night. Ahoratram means day and night. Okay, means entire 24 hours sense. Here in the sense of many such days. Okay, sir? Ahascha ratri cha ahoratram. There is a ratri shabda in a samasta has lot of rules. Okay, I don't know if they are going to address it, but if you go to the actual grammar, there is a rule. Ahoratram is a generative, that is ratri shabda involved. Okay, yeah. Akaranta it becomes instead of ikaranta, and then it is
Evameva Navaratram asti.
Navaratram. Though we also use Navaratri in the Laukika world. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Prathamam phalani kadati sma. She used to take fruits in the beginning. Tataha tani parityajya parnanam aharam svikritavati. So we switched to greens. Paschat parnanam aharam api parityaktavati. She gave up the greens also. Ataha eva tasyaha aparna iti nama prasiddham. Nice to know why she is called Aparna. Beautiful name, no? Aparna. Okay. Etadrishena kathorena tapascharena Parameshwaraha santushtaha bhavat. At last, our Shiva, Parameshwara, was impressed by. I mean, Tapasvi, she has a remote influence. So I think he somewhere comes along and is able to observe her tapa. Okay. Kintu saha Parvatim parikshitum ishtavan. So he desired to test her. Ataha saha brahmachari vyesham dhrutva parvatyaha ashramam agataha. So he came like a brahmachari to Parvati's ashrama. Okay. Not as a kapata brahmachari, brahmachari in a good sense. He came. Parvati tam adarena satkritavati. So she respectfully took care of him. Satkara means all that.
Welcome.
Please sit down. Please, wash your feet. All those things.
Received with respect.
Argya, padya, asana, all those things. And any ahara pradana, all those things. Jalahara pradana. Tataha haraha tam tapasaha karanam apruchat. So Hara or Shiva, how many names for him has come? Parameshwara, Shiva, Hara. Okay, each has a vyutpatti. So, tam tapasaha karanam apruchat. He asked her the reason for her austere practice. Parvati, see Hrasva. So, Sambodhana. Hey Parvati, hey Saraswati, tava Shila Swabhavadayah tapasvinam api adarshabhutaha eva. Your Shila Swabhavadayah, your kind of Shila Swabhava means respectful, ladylike nature. Okay. Even without all these austere practices, okay, it is respectable. It is an example for all the tapasvis like that. Okay. Maybe Shila includes the taposhilata also. So, kintu aham tava tapasah karanam jnatum ichchami. I wish to know why you are doing this austere practice. Testing, right? Yataha tava jananam brahmanah kule. So, your birth is in Brahma's lineage itself. I don't know how Parvata goes back to Brahma. There must be some Puranic story there. All right. Saundaryam lokatishayam. Your beauty is unparalleled in this world. Okay. Oh, I got some really good pictures from the internet to represent. Yeah. Aishwaryam aparam. Your richness, okay, is huge. I mean, Aishwarya in every sense. Knowledge, all those things. Nava yauvanam api asti. You are extremely young also. Kutaha va idam tapascharanam. Why then this austere practice? Saundaryam, Aishwaryam, sarvam asti. You have all the necessities for a young lady like you should have. Itopi kim adhikam apekshitam. What else you are expecting from this? Yadi tapasa kanchit varam praptum ichchasi tarhi tava prayatnah vyartah eva. By doing this austere practice, if you want to beget a boon, okay, if you want to just beget a boon, okay, it seems wasteful your effort, because what boon will a person with your type of bounty need? That kind of expectation. Varapariksha, Varapakshiya, oh, Varam is actually Varaha, Varam. So it is more not a boon, a husband. Okay, all right. One wishes the Shabda was appropriate. With a husband, whether he is a boon, is a question today. Varapakshiyaha, those of the groom side, eva bhavatim anvishyayo, they only will come searching for you. You are so shining. Ratnam kamapina anvishyati. A diamond doesn't go searching for vendors. The vendors search for diamonds. That kind of thing. Not vendors, the buyers. Kintu janaha ratnam anvishyanti khalu. People seek diamond, isn't it? So this is lame reading like this. Imagine Kalidasa's verses around the same text. That's why we will be better served at a day when we are sufficiently knowledgeable to delve into this original sahitya. Okay. Brahmacharinaha vachanani shrutva. Brahmacharinaha is the brahmachari, brahmacharinaha, shashti ekavachana here. Okay. It's also pratama bahuvachana. Charin iti nakaranta shabda. Brahmachari, brahmacharinaha iti bahuvachane. But brahmacharinaha iti shashti ekavachane api. Vachanani shrutva Parvati tushnim stita. She stood quietly. Parvatyaha sakhi Parameshwaram. So somehow she stays quiet because it's not a subject that is. This is her private perusal. Why will she blabber to every brahmachari who comes there and questions? So she just stayed quiet. She didn't contest it nor she offered an answer. But looks like though she had given a blood, some Sakhis were there. Mena Devi would have been distressed to leave her alone. Go stand there and see what, at least keep an eye on her like that. She has sent some Sakhis. Sakhi means a friend. A lady help also can be taken. Parvatyaha Sakhi Parameshwaram Praptumeva Idam Tapah. She blurts out, Ayo, she wants to get Shiva. Okay. Punaha api Shivaha Parvatim Parikshitum Eva Muktavan. But this information alone is not happy. So he wants to test how much dedicated she is to beget Shiva. Will she get distracted by another person who is appearing desirable? Okay. Hey Gauri, aham tam parameshwaram janami. I know that Parameshwara. Saha sarvada amangala karyeshu asaktah asti. He is always interested in some amangala or not good works. Something nonsense she is testing her with. Sarvata saha tava anurupo na. He is in all ways. Sarvata in the sense of sarvaritya. Okay, sarvatha saha tava anurupahana. He is not a match for you. Shmashana bhumihi eva tasya vasasthanam. He lives in the place where bodies are burned. Smashana bhumi is that for Hindus. Chita basma eva tasya lepana dravyam. His adornment, his powder that he uses for protecting his skin or decorating himself is the ash of the burnt bodies. Raktamayam gajacharma eva tasya dukulam. His silken cloth. Dukulam is silken cloth. Number 9. See, silk garment. So his silken cloth is actually the rough skin of an elephant. That's what sometimes they show other colors, but it is gray skin of an elephant should be shown tactically. Okay. Sarpaha tasya bhushanani. He wears a live snake around his neck. So that is his adornment. Vruddha vrishabha tasya vahanam. An old, it's not necessarily old, but an old Nandi bull is his ride. Etadrisha varasya apeksha kutaha. Why there is a desire for this kind of husband? Saha virupakshaha. Not only that, he is continuing. He is having a strange, he is a person with a strange eyesight because he has the third eye. Virupakshaha. So, Virupakshaha, another paryaya pada for Shiva. Okay. Saundaryam nasti. There is no beauty. Tasya mata pitarau kau. Who are his parents? Tasya kulam agnatam. Nobody knows to whom he was born. Saha swayam digambaraha. He seems to be also not caring much about having any house. So Digambara is not necessarily here meaning he is naked. Sometimes he may be. But just now Gajacharma Yuktaha is also explained. So Digambara, Dig eva ambaraha yasya saha Digambaraha is a beautiful Bahuvrihi Samasa. Okay. Here, Ambara Shabda need not be taken in the sense of cloth always. Covering can be taken as house also. Ambara is covering sense. So one whose house is directions only. That means he lives outdoors. Tasya Aishwaryam Jnatameva asti. His richness is very well known, which means nothing like that. Evam Vareshu ye amshaha apekshitaha teshu ekaha ampi amshaha tasmin nasti. Not even a single point of merit that one expects amongst grooms exists in him. What he knows, what this kapata veshi, kapata not in the sense of kutila. So what he's acting as if all this, that's all. Okay. When somebody falls in love, all this become immaterial. We know that. When it is true love. Kimartam bhavati haram ichati. For what good reason you desire this for a fella? Like that. Dik is direction. Yes. What is dik? Direction. Thanks, Lalitaji, for answering the other students. Evam harasya nindam shrutva parvati kupita. So now she shouldn't obtain vikaravastha because she is in tapa, but this fellow is needling so much. So she does get a bit angry. Sa brahmacharinam uddishya. She addresses the brahmachari. Another beautiful picture of Parvati in tapa. Okay, I don't know whether this picture applies, but I think all the rishis come and look at her and all that. Beautiful. Okay, so, saha, boho, hey you. See, the translation is perfect here. Boho, hey you. Tvam harasya swarupam yathartataya na janasi. You really don't know the true form of hara. Yathartha means as is. See, yatha artham, yathartham, yathartataya, as the meaning is that way. One word for a lot, big phrase. Okay, of course, there is a beautiful English phrase also properly. Okay, saha haraha smashane vidyamanaha api trilokanataha. Though he resides in the abode of pretas, he is Trilokanatha. He is the Lord of the three lokas. Sahaeva mama priya. He indeed is my beloved. Etasmin vishaye tvaya saha adhikam vaktum na ichami. I don't have any desire to talk much more about this with you. Anyatra gacchami. I will go elsewhere. Okay. I mean, she's not asking him to go away. See, I will go elsewhere. Mahapurushanam ninda na shrotavya. I should not hear the dushana, ninda of Mahapurushas. Iti uktva anyatra prasthita. He started off. See, this is one other way of dismissing a person. You dismiss yourself. I like this. Yatartha, valid knowledge. Correct. Digasti, dik, rebuke. Very good, Abhyuday. Dik is rebuke. Dik, So, I mean, because Nitya deployed DHIK, we have to be very careful using English letters for Samskritam. Okay. Better to learn to type in Samskritam soon. At this level, you should delve into that. Okay. Parvatyaha nishkalmasha bhaktya pritya cha shivaha santushtaha abhavat. So at last the test is over. Nishkalmasha, without any dirt. That means pure. Okay. Bhakti. So pure bhakti. Okay. Shuddha bhakti or nishkalmasha bhakti. So Sanskrit loves coming from the negatives. It's a world of deriving things from negatives, right? What is not is the path. पार्वत्याः निष्कल्मष भक्त्या प्रीत्या च शिवः सन्तुष्टः अभवत् सः स्वस्वरूपं his own swarupa. Okay, a little bit of overload, not required. Swarupam dhrutva would have been enough, but swaswarupam dhrutva parvatyaha karam grihitavan. So he took his own form and held her hand. Didn't grab her, I mean held her hand naturally. Hey Parvati, hey Parvati. Now he kind of addressing her properly. I think earlier he didn't say hey Gauri. Okay, he did address Gauri only. Okay. Okay, hey Parvati, tava tapasa aham kritaha. I am bought over by your austere practice. Tava dasaha asmi. I am your slave. I mean, slave in the sense of I have also fallen for you. I also love you like that. Niti uktama. Cha ativa santushta Parvati tapah klesham vismritavati. So all the difficulty, klesha shabda, all the difficulties that she had faced due to her tapa, she forgot all that because the thing has borne fruit. Very happy. Sa vivahartam prastavaha mat pituhu himalayasya samipe kartavyah. Lot of verses have been shortened into this sentence. So for the purpose of marrying me, please go to Himalaya, near Himalaya. So Himalayasya samipe. Mat pituhu is a visheshana to Himalayasya samipe kartavyah. So you should approach him. Okay. It's a proper girl who wants the full family involvement. As a Himalaya only has center. In Devi Mahatmyam, Shiva got the name Shivaduti because he was the messenger of goddess. Okay. Iti Sakhi Mukhena Tam Suchitavati. So through Sakhi, she indicated this. Now Lajja takes over, no? So she is using Sakhi. Nice. So let us do these prashnas and call it a day. Manmatasya dahanantaram Parvati kimiti dahanantaram dahanam why it is there I also don't know how the growth happened of daka. Dahananantaram is how I would use today, but dahaha burning is dahaha and dahanantaram, that kind of sense here. Manmatasya dahanantaram Parvati kimiti sankalpitavati. So, who wants to answer? Raise your hand. Lakshmi, Krishna.
तपश् शक्त्याः ईश्वरः आराधनीय इति सः
संकल्पितवती. Very good, Bhagini. Manmatasya dahanantaram Parvati tapashaktya Ishvaraha aradhaniyah iti. So, if you don't know tapashaktya, tapasaha shaktya also, you can break it up. Okay, iti sankalpita. Tapasaha shaktya, tapasya. Shashti. Tatpurusha. Oh, sorry, yeah. So, Nitya has raised her hand. So, Nitya, you can take the second question. Tapase sa kutra gatavati tada tasyaha veshabhushanani katham asan.
तपसे तपः आचरितुं सा गौरीशिखरं गतवती.
Correct. Gaurishikaram gatavati.
राजोपचारभूषणानि त्यक्त्वा वल्कलं धृतवती.
Very good. Valkalam Drutavati. Perfect, Bhagini. You're ready for exam. Tapase.
Thanks for the confidence, sir.
All of you are ready. See, everybody here who is spending how many hours of your weekend, I don't know. I am torturing you guys. You will do well. That's all. The dedication is all that is required. Rest is automatic to a human being. Tapase sa Janaka Parvatasya Anumatim Labdva. I don't know Janakasya Parvatasya like that. Okay, I mean, she had gone home. You remember, Menaka also interacted with her. So to take a permit, she's not going off on her own for the austere practice. She takes the proper permits. That's implicit from the fact that Menaka is involved in the conversation. So I have added this. Leave this. No need. Tapase sa or tapaha acharitum sa गौरी शिखरम गतवती तदा तस्याः वेशभूषणानि वल्कलम् एव आसन्. ओके, नेक्स्ट हैंड सुंदरेश्वर्या. पार्वत्याः अपर्णा इति नाम कथम अभवत्?
सर्वं परित्यज्य पर्णम् एव परित्यज्य
एवमेव सा तपसि स्थितवती तत्कारणात् सा अपर्णा इति. परन्तु किञ्चित् विवरणम् इतोपि अपेक्ष्यते. वाट् यु डू नो, रैट् 3 सेण्टेन्सेस्. पार्वती तपसः आचरणे यदा निमग्ना आसीत् तदा प्रथमं फलं खादितवती, त्यक्त्वा तदनन्तरं पर्णानि खादितवती. पर्णानि अपि त्यक्त्वा सा तथा एव तपसः आचरणं कृतवती. तत्कारणात् अपर्णा इति तस्याः नाम अभवत्. ओके, you can compose this much today. This much is there knowledge. So tapah acharane, tapasah acharane. Mistake here. See, lot of errors. This is okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, at this level. Tapasah acharane prathamam palani tadanantaram parnani eva khaditavati tatah parnani api tyaktavati sa atah parvatyaah aparna aharartam parnani na yasyaah sa iti nai bahuvrihi iti nama abhavat.
So here Sati Saptami also will come very well, no, sir? Or Shatransa will come well, sir.
Where?
Tapaha acharanti Parvati prathamam phalani khadati sma tadanantaram parnana.
Yes. So tapaha in Dvitiya there. Tapaha will probably still be tapaha in Dvitiya because it's Napumsaka pada.
Yes.
Tapaha, tapam, tapasi, tapamsi, something like that is the form. So second vibhakti also tapaha, tapasi, tapamsi. So tapaha is Dvitiya ekavachana. So tapaha, like we say, some karyam acharanti, like that way. Tapaha acharanti. Correct. Correct, Bhagini. Yeah, all these things you try. Keep it small sentences if you don't want to string up a big one. So last one, what hand I have? Lakshmi Krishna already answered, huh? I don't know. Lakshmi Krishna variye? You're not answered, no?
This is Lakshmi Ramachandran.
Lakshmi Ramachandran is there. There is a Lakshmi. Okay, Lakshmi Ram, she muted back, I don't know, for whatever reason. Lakshmi Ramachandran variye, you try the last one. Read the question and answer, Bhagini.
Parameshwarah kena rupena parvatim parikshitum agatavan. Parameshwarah brahmachari vesham rupena
No. You're mixing up the vibhaktis. Brahmachari rupena, samasta yudu, hyphen. Brahmachari rupena.
Brahmachari rupena parvatim parikshitum agatavan.
Yeah. So that's what I have done, the samasta, you see. Parameshwarah, when you don't want to figure out what is the Tritiya Ekavachana of Brahmachari Shabda, okay. Actually, Brahmacharin Nakaranta Shabda. So if you know Nakaranta Shabdas, Brahmacharina.
Brahmacharina Rupena.
Brahmacharina. Parantu atra samastapade pratipatikam brahmacharin रूपः इति भवति वा? न किल? न लोपः भवति वा अत्र? ब्रह्मचारी रूपः
नलोपः, यथा राजन् शब्दस्य नलोपः तथा अत्रापि ब्रह्मचारी रूपेण इति भवति प्रायः. तत्कारणात् एवं स्थापितमस्ति मया. ब्रह्मचारिन् रूपेण इति तत्तु नास्ति, तत्तु अश्रुतमेव अस्माभिः. ब्रह्मचारी रूपेण इति राजन् राजरूपेण इति भवति तथा.
ब्रह्मचारी वेषं धृत्वा
अथवा you रूपा you can reject from there and say Parameshwarah brahmacharihi bhutva, अथवा like that also you can say. Okay. Brahmacharinah vesham dhrutva. Also you can say. Many, many ways. You can go Shashti. Brahmacharinah vesham dhrutva. Like that. Brahmacharinah roopam svikritya. Many solutions are there when you are confused. Take the easy paths like that. Okay.
Easy to write is Brahmachari Rupena.
Brahmachari Rupena as one samasta.
Yeah.
Sir, what could be the Vigraha Vakya of Brahmachari Rupena?
Brahmacharinah Brahmachari Rupam, Tena Brahmachari Rupena. Shashti Tatpurusha switch to Tritiya.
Okay.
The form of a Brahmachari, Shashti, straight away. Think in whichever language you know. Brahmachariya Veshadalli. So, sixth case. Okay. Like that. If it is Kannada or Hindi, Brahmachari ke vesh mein, like that. So, Shashti. Tak will come. Even in English, Shashti comes. Right? Off. Okay, guys. So, we will stop here. So, we will continue our learning in the following week.
So what is Samagatavantaha? Samagata, how is it?
Agatavantaha, some Agatavantaha. I mean, Samagama means all collected together, that sense.
So, Samyak Agatavantaha.
Samyak, no, there Sama, I mean, at one place sense comes.
Gathered, sir.
Gathered, yes. Gathered together, yes.
So, and Bhavati means?
Like
Bhavati.
Sammelanam.
Bhavati shabdasya Bhavati miti dvitiyayam. Kutra asti?
Sir, यदि तपसा no वरपक्षीयाः एव भवतीम् अन्विष्येयुः.
कुत्र आसीत् मया अपि न अयोमरेषु रत्नं something we had read.
सौन्दर्यम् ऐश्वर्यं सर्वम् अस्ति there, sir.
Ratnam kamapi na anvishyati. Yeah. So Bhavatim is Dvitiya Ekavachana of Bhavati Shabda. Wherever it is. I think that's what would belong here.
And sir, Mat Pituhu is how do you
Mama
break?
Pituhu Mat Pituhu.
Oh,
Mama Pituhu Mat Pituhu. Samaste. Shashti Tatpurusha. In Shashti again. Pituhu is Shashti form. Mama Pita Mat Pita. Mat Pituhu Mama Pituhu iti.
Okay, okay.
Mahodaya, is Sujanaha Pradi Samasaha? You said Sushtu Janaha.
We need to check Pradi Samasa set to see. It's not. I'm not immediately out of the blue able to map. Yeah. Okay. It's Upasarga there, but I think because Su doesn't go, Jana doesn't have any that kind of dhatu there. I mean, Jataha, Jana, something is there. Sujataha, Sujanaha, like that. Maybe, I don't know. But if you take, yes, it is a Pradi attached to a noun, Jana noun. So you can say Pradi. Shobanaha, Janaha, Sujanaha. Correct. Pradi Samasa. Correct.
Pradi Samasa.
Thanks, Bhagini, for the Vigraha help. Yes. Shobanaha, Janaha, Sujanaha. Correct.
Dhanyawada.
Okay. So we will conclude today. So we'll catch up with this next week. Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawada.
Namaskar. Dhanyawada.